Hello and welcome to EMP Power Sports and Marine in beautiful St. Mary's, Idaho. I'm doing a handy lift review today. I have an old handy Sam 1000 that I bought new in 2010 during the old handy regime. Unfortunately, handy went out of business about that time. It was resurrected, and the new handies I think are actually overall improved. I'm going to showcase what I like about the new lift and what I don't like about the new lift in a two-part series. This is series one. I just got the lift on Thursday. Just got the valve, which it didn't come with, to hook it up to shop air. Handy, if you're listening, you really do need to, you do have pretty good packaging. It came on a wooden pallet, and in a box, you need more packaging material, and you got to realize that the shippers are idiots. Fastway Freight damaged the lift. It came through Old Dominion and then Fastway. Fastway showed up without forklift extensions, and they dented the crap out of the back of this, which is really a shame. We waited quite a while to get this. We desperately need this tool. I signed for it, documented the damage, so we'll see how Fastway wants to handle this. But as a result of them not having the forklift extensions, like you said on your box, my table got damaged and it's bent. So if this was packaged better, a little bit more padding, a little bit more reinforcement, this probably could have been avoided. Just figure the freight companies half the time don't have the equipment, and the other half the time they just don't care. So that's really the only thing I can complain about, which is not on handy. I do feel it was properly packaged. It said don't lift without forklift extensions. Fastway Freight damaged the table, and it is what it is. The differences between the new table and the old table that I noticed right off the bat, here's my old one, are the wheels. These old wheels mar up the shop floor. Handy has definitely upgraded the wheels on this new lift. I'm very happy with those. They're nice nylon wheels, kind of like a skateboard wheel, and they don't seem to mar up the shop floor. They also have a nice little Zerk fitting. I love the Made in USA badge. I mean, that just, puts a smile on my face. I like buying quality American-made products when I can. This is definitely one of them. The scissor system is similar to how it's always been, but there's two big differences. I do like the old style cylinder more than the new air spring system. These are supposedly rated for 30 years of continuous shop use, so it should last as long as I'm going to be turning wrenches. I'm 38, so by 30 years I'll probably be done. But the old ones, last a lifetime. So I do like that better on the old versus the new. On the new, I do like the lock system better. This is automatically sets itself, and you have to manually release it. It's idiot-proof. I never have made this mistake, but I've had an employee do it once, and I've seen it happen. This old lock system, you have to manually set and manually release. If you forget, the lift can lose air pressure and go down on its own. So a couple things right off the bat. The wheels are better. The fit and finish overall is better. The Made in America plaque I like. The lock system I definitely like. This is just right off the bat things I like. So overall, I do think the new handy's improved over the old. I've also noticed that the pedal systems are different. I haven't really had much time with this. I do like this new pedal, I think, better than the old one so far. One nice thing about the old one, the way they route the lines, a lot of guys have put them up on here. I'll see if I can mount the pedal to my vise. I've always preferred to do that. You're not supposed to do that, but that's how I've always done it. These lifts are, in my opinion, the best ones money can buy. Handy's been a staple for, God, I don't know how many years, 40, 50 years in the power sports industry. As a kid, growing up in SoCal, every shop had handy lifts. My first shop was in Southern California. Now we're in Northern Idaho up in the Panhandle. I'll only run handies. I always have run handies. So we've got the new handy, we've got the old handy. I like them both. This is a two-part video, so once like I said, I get the cycle vise mounted, I get a bike up on it, I get some use out of this nice new lift. I will do a second review on my my likes and dislikes. I have heard from another YouTuber that if you don't let all the air out of that air spring when you set the bike down, that this lift table can spring back up and whack the bike. So that's something to be mindful of if you have one of these. I really can't find any real faults besides the damage done by the freight company. Like I said, not on handy. Everything else looks good or acceptable. The only things I can kind of pick are, there's a little spot in the powder coat. You can see on this new one, you can see where they welded. The welds kind of protrude. It doesn't really have that. The old lift table's pretty flat. Little things like that. The welds have always kind of been sloppy on them. Like the welding like this. This is sloppy. The old one's like that too. It's not, per se, it's not like a, a Ferrari or a fancy motorcycle. So I can kind of live with that. Overall, it's stout. It seems like it's pretty sturdy. The old ones are known to rock a little bit. I've never really had an issue with it, but I know some people complain about that. It's never been a complaint of mine. I've done extensive research on lifts. I've always liked these. We sell these as well as some others on emppowersports.com. So if you're in the market for a new handy lift, please visit emppowersports.com. If you message us, we can maybe work with you a little bit. There's not a whole lot of money in these, but this is the lift you want in your shop. They make different models. I went with the Sam 1000 the first time around. And this is the new one, the Sam 1200 with the rear dropout panel. This lift, if I remember correctly, is 84 inches long by 24 inches wide. The old one's 80 inches long by 24 inches wide. So the new one's 4 inches longer, which is nice. They make wider, bigger versions. Some of the heavier duty ones have the cylinder like the old one for side-by-sides, UTVs, things of that nature. This old one's rated at 1,000 pounds. The new one's rated at 1,200 pounds. If you're only going to work on two-wheelers, I recommend this new Sam 1200 as the lift to get with the optional cycle vise, which I'm going to be putting on here shortly. It does not come with that. You have to buy the cycle vise separately, but you definitely want that. If you're going to be working on ATVs or side-by-sides, you might want to look into the Bobs and some of the other bigger models or bigger, wider lifts. I only do vintage motorcycle restoration, so I don't work on side-by-sides. I don't work on quads. I only work on two-wheelers. So these are the two lifts that grace my restoration shop. I love them both. If you guys have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment box. If you like this review and you like this channel and you like what we're doing out here, please hit that subscribe button. Please smash that like button. There'll be more product reviews to come. A second one on handy as well as some other equipment we have. We're always featuring cool motorcycles on this channel. We want to thank you for tuning in today. And we hope that you will like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.